Woo. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, brothers? this is the this is the Mad Professor broadcast. And this is Tuesday Night Live. This is Tuesday Night Live. What's going on? 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 Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. It's been a minute since I've done a Tuesday Night Live. But I had to come back. I had to come back. I had to come back. Woo, 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 woo. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, brothers? We got to talk tonight. We got to talk tonight. Hey, hey, hey. I hope that you guys are doing well, man. I hope that your week is off to an excellent start, man. It is 6:05. It is 6:05. It is March. It is March the 29th, 2022. We are on the cusp of a new month, the month of April, and brothers, we got some stuff to talk about, and y'all know what time it is. Listen, brothers, let me cut to the chase, brothers. Let me cut to the chase, brothers. You know, I can't stay away from this stuff, man. You know, I have to weigh in on what's going on right now. I have to weigh in on these events involving Chris Rock and Will Smith and Jada Pickett Smith and the Oscars and all that kind of stuff, and what this means for us in this particular space right here. What's going on? I see you all. Chaos Rain. Good to see you, my brother. Kwame X. Good to see you, man. Angie Giant. Good to see you. Infantry Skills. Good to see you. Jamaica SYSBM. That's right. This is a BMI. This is a BMA. This is a BME. This is a BMH presentation / broadcast. I'm glad that you brothers in the house. Brother Mark Holt, what's going on? Tim Howard, man, I appreciate you. I want to give a shout out to my brother Tim Howard, man, the super mod. Tim Howard is the super mod, man. I appreciate that, brother, and everything that he does. That's right, that's right. I see you, I see you, I see you. Boondock Paint, I see you, man. Art Bunker, I see you, man. Diaspora EL, I see you. Kwame X, Hog TV, man, I see you. I see everybody in the chat. Salute to all the brothers in the chat. Salute. Man, we got some stuff to talk about tonight. Championship rounds. I see you, man. I see you. 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 Will Smith. Will Smith, man. I tell you. I'm gonna tell you, my brothers. I do not envy Will Smith. I do not envy Will Smith. Not at all. I don't envy that brother. I really don't. I don't envy that brother. I don't care how famous he is. I don't care how much money the brother has. I don't care how well regarded he is across the world and everything like that, man. I just do not envy Will Smith. Okay. And the reason why I don't envy Will Smith, my brothers, and it should be obvious to you, my brothers, is because his personal life has been on display for decades. Let's get to it, man. His marriage has been in the public eye for the longest, ever since he married Jada Pickett Smith. It's just been out there. And this brother is married to a woman. This brother is married to a woman who is beneath him. I'm just gonna put this thing out here, man. Jada Pickett Smith is beneath him. She can't compete with him. She is not his equal. There is nothing that she contributes. She had two children from him. I give her that. She had two children, Jaden and Willow Smith. She pumped out two kids. She pumped out two kids for this man. This is a man who. This is a man who wanted to have. This is a man who wanted to have a traditional relationship. Let me turn this camera on, man. Let me turn this camera on right here. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Our jizzle in the house. Our jizzle is in the house. We're gonna let loose tonight. Man, I got to let loose, brothers. I got to let loose tonight, man. Forget this, man. We doing this thing funky. We doing this thing raw. We let loose tonight. Our jizzle, my brother, peace out to you. Y'all hit the if you like this content, you like this fire, you like this ism, y'all go ahead and send a super chat or a super sticker or whatever. If you want to do this via Cash App, you can do that. $ BMI 3000, BMI 3000, or PayPal Ronald B. Neal, PayPal me, Ronald B. Neal, PayPal me, Ronald B. Neal. What's going on? What's going on, man? Peace and blessings to you, man. Let me tell you something, man. This chick is beneath him. I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it. He could have married a whole bunch of other women. He could have married a whole bunch of other women who were more conducive to where he was going in life, but he chose her for whatever reason. He chose her. That's what he did. And he chose the woman who was damaged. He chose the woman who came out of a gynocentric damaged condition, and she brought that stuff into their relationship. And she was also a feminist inclined female who just believed that she has the same value as her husband, and her value exists at the same level of her husband without her having to compete at the same level and to have the same levels of accomplishment. All right. All right. That is somehow or another. Just because she got a vagina, that makes her superior to him. Just because she got a vagina. And he bought into that. He bought into it. He supported it and all that kind of stuff. And he has had to live with the consequences of that. He has had to live with her liberal ideology, her liberal feminist ideology. We're not going to be husband and wife. We are not going to be husband and wife. We're going to be partners. We're going to be partners. What's going on, brothers? I see Indigo Flow. I see Indigo Flow. We are going to be partners. We are equals. Hey, let me tell y'all something. Hey guys, hey, I want y'all to listen to this. Being a partner, that whole idea of being you know who created that? The gays and lesbians. The gays and lesbians, the LGBTQ plus people, that's partnership. You go back to the 1970s, you go back to but particularly you go to the 1980s, you go back to the 1990s. The gays and lesbians were talking about being partners, especially the gay men. The gay men. We are partners. We are partners. So you got Brad and John together, and they are in a relationship. They are in a long-term relationship, and Brad and John are partners. We are partners. And you know what happened, brothers? And you know what happened? The liberal women, and these people are good at this. They're good at selling their stuff. The liberal women bought into this. The liberal black women and the feminists bought into that, and they start calling themselves, they start talking about partners and partnership and all that kind of stuff. They got that stuff from the gay world. The gay world created the idea of a partner. That's what the homosexuals, the homosexuals. They created the concept of partnership. Partnership is not a heterosexual concept. It is a ho, ho, homosexual concept. And what they did, you know what they did? They got a whole bunch of black women. They got an entire generation of black women. They got an entire generation of college-educated, professional black women to accept and embrace and attempt to implement the entire idea of a partnership. I'm your partner. Let me tell you something, man. If a woman come to me with some partner stuff, and I've had them, I've had educated women come to me, black women in particular, educated black women with college degrees and master's degrees, come to me with that partner stuff. We're gonna be partners, Ron. We're gonna be partners. We can have a partnership. We can have a partnership, Ron. And once they start talking that partnership, I show they busted dough. What's going on, brothers? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I ain't no partner. I'm not a gay man. I'm not a homosexual man. I'm not homophobic. I'm not homophobic. I'm not against the LGBTQ people. They can do what they want to do. I'm a libertarian. I'm a sexual libertarian. They can do whatever they want to do with their lives. But I'm going to tell you what they're not going to do. They're not going to impose their language on me. They're not going to impose their ideology on me. I have my own ideas about what it means to be a heterosexual black man. I have my own ideas about what it means to be a man in American society, what it means to be in a relationship with a heterosexual woman. So gays and lesbians, and I appreciate them. I love them. I work with them. I've been working with them for the past 30 some odd years, and I know them personally. I know a lot of gay people personally, gays and lesbians personally. But at the end of the day, we ain't partners. We ain't partners. What's going on? I got, man, we got 51 brothers up in the chat, man. We got 51 brothers. Man, y'all get them likes up. Y'all get them likes up. Y'all get them likes up. Get them likes up. Y'all share and y'all subscribe. Thank you, Dr. CD2. Thank you, Dr. CD2. Thank you, Dr. CD2. That's it. 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 Thank you for that, my brother. We see you up in the house. Up in the house. We are making this thing happen. We making this thing happen. Kwame X, man. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother. Let me get my little sip right here. I got my little sip. Thank you, my brother. Yeah, we ain't partners. We ain't partners. But Will Smith, and I'm gonna tell you this about Will Smith. I'm gonna tell y'all this about Will Smith. He's a damaged man. He's a damaged man. He's a damaged man. And he's not responsible. He's not responsible for the damage that he has endured in his life. And the reason why he's not responsible is because, we don't choose our parents, brothers. We do not choose our parents. We don't choose our fathers. We don't choose our mothers. We don't choose the family system and network that we're born to. We don't choose those things. And Will Smith, from what I know, I don't know him personally. I can only judge Will Smith. I can only judge Will Smith based on the stuff that he's put out in public. I can only judge him based on that. And from what I have gathered, guys, what I've gathered from my listening to Will Smith over the years, and he's got a book. Thank you, NJ Giant. Thank you, NJ Giant says, that's right. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. What I have gathered from Will Smith over the years, I'm going to read his book. I'm going to read his book, and maybe once I get his book and read it, I might come on YouTube and talk about his book, his memoir, and what have you. But from what I've gathered, Will Smith is like a good number of black men, and I've said this on my channel again, but it's worth being said again. It is worth being said again. I'm going to say this to you guys. I've said this on another stream. I've done streams on Will Smith before, so y'all go back into the archive. Y'all go back into the archive and y'all look at the stuff I've done on Will Smith, okay? But here's what I want to say, is that he grew up, his father had a lot of issues. His father had problems. His father had problems with, and it came out in the relationship that his father had with his mother. We know from based on what he said that his father was an abusive man. His father did a lot of things to his mother in terms of physical violence and what have you. And you have to put his father in context. You have to put his father in context. And it's not to excuse violence or anything like that. But I suspect his father he came from a generation of black men who had real difficulties, hard times, being leaders of their households, being leaders in society. Those black men, they were catching hell just like we catching hell. You know what I'm saying? And it came out in the household. It came out in his relationships with his wife. All right, Will Smith's mother. And Will Smith saw the damage, man. He saw the abuse. He saw all that kind of stuff, and he made up in his mind. And this is black male agency. He made up in his mind. This is black male agency. He made up in his mind that he was not going to be like his father. Okay, he made up in his mind that he was not going to treat women the way in which his father treated his mother. And you really have to get psychoanalytic here. You got to get psychoanalytic here. Psychoanalytic. Will Smith was concerned about his mother. Will Smith is concerned about his mother. Will Smith has an image of his mother that has never left him. An image of his mother that carries over into his relationships with with other women, including the wives he's had and just other women. And he is that black male, and I said this to y'all before, he is that black male who tries to overcompensate. He tries to correct the sins of the father. This is a man who sees, this is a man, and these are my unscientific reflections. This is a man who sees his mother in every woman. He sees his mother in every woman. And he feels as though he has to save every woman. He has to rescue every woman from perceived abuse. That's how he looks at the world. That's Will Smith. He's put it out there, and he's put it out there. Again, I'm going to read his book that he wrote, his memoir. I'm going to see how honest he was in his memoir, how honest he is in his memoir, and I might come back to YouTube and talk more about it. But that's it. You see your mother in every woman. And you feel like you got to defend and protect every woman because you see your mother in every woman. Man, this is some deep psychological stuff. This is some deep psychological stuff, brothers. And Will Smith is not alone. He said Will Smith is not alone. He ain't alone. He is not alone. Now, here's the thing, brothers. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. What's going on? I see your Black Pill. What's going on? I see your Jamarco Britton. What's going on? I see all you brothers in the chat, man. We got 68 people up here watching this live stream. 68 people, man. Y'all share, y'all like, y'all subscribe. I'm live. I'm raw tonight, y'all. I'm raw. I am 100% raw. I had to come in here and talk about this type of thing. I am 100% raw. Y'all share, y'all like and subscribe. If you value the stuff that you get here, if you value the stuff that you get here, this uncensored, unfiltered perspective, go ahead and donate. Go ahead and donate. Y'all know who I am. I'm not hiding behind no avatar. Y'all see my name, you know who I am. If you want to understand who you can Google me. You can Google me and find me on the internet. This is me. I'm not pretending to be somebody else. This is me. Cash App, $ BMI 3000. Cash App, $ BMI 3000. PayPal me, Ronald B. Neal. Now let's get back to it. He said lots of black men are like Will Smith. A lot of black men are. And here's the thing. We don't get the other side of the story. We never get the other side of the story. So you can listen to guys like that talk about their mamas and talk about how heinous and deviant their daddies were or are, but you never get the story about the mama. You never get the story about the interactions with the mama and the daddy. You never get you never find out. You never find out if the mama was disrespectful to the daddy. You never find out if the mama had resentment and contempt towards the daddy. You never find out if the mama hated the daddy. You never find out what this mama's true relationship was with the daddy. You never find out about that. All you get is a story of a daddy who is a villain. All you get is the story of a daddy who is a wicked, demonic, monstrous, treacherous, authoritarian black man. That is all you get when you get these stories. Whether you get the stories from a black male or you get the story from a black female. When the black female tells the story, he is always wicked and evil. And when you hear a black male sometimes who has been influenced by the black female, the story that he tells is a story of wickedness and evil. And that's it. And that is it. And that is it. You see, but we here, right here. This is the 21st century. We are in the age of technology. We are in the age of unfiltered speech. We are in the age of inquiry. We are in an inquisitional age. That is, that we are in the age where people ask questions that were never asked before. We are in the age where we don't care about sacred cows. We don't care about no sacred cows. We don't. We're in an age where we don't care about taboos. Nobody care about no taboos, and we ask these questions. And we ask the question. Now here's the thing, brother. Here's the question. Here's the question. Here's the question. Here's the question. If you are married or you're connected or you know women, a group of women, it doesn't matter. If you have a group of women who are fundamentally disrespectful towards you, if you got women who are fundamentally anti-black male, if you got women, you could again, you could be married to her, and she has utter contempt and resentfulness towards you. Is this woman or are these women worthy of protection? That's it. Is she worthy of protection? even if she's your wife and she done spit on you and she done crapped on you and she talks negatively about you to her friends and to her families and all that kind of stuff, and you know it, is she worthy of protection? That's it. Y'all see the thumbnail. Y'all see the thumbnail. Now here's the thing, my brothers. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Now we have this scenario at the Oscars. The Oscars. Shout out to Crazy Corner. Shout out. Thank you for the pounds. We shout out to the brothers in the UK. The United Kingdom is in the house. The United Kingdom is in the house. We have the pounds. We have the pounds. Shout out to you, Crazy Corner. We appreciate you, man. We appreciate you, my brother. Is she worthy of protection? Now, you all know about it. It's all over the world now. It is all over the world, my brothers. It is all over the world. Everybody has seen the clip. Everybody has seen the slap. Will Smith slap Chris Rock. Everybody has seen it. And there's a debate now. There's a debate now. Here's the thing. There's a debate. There is a debate as to whether this thing was staged or not. There's a debate now. Is it whether it was staged or not? I see all you brothers in the house. What's going on? What's going on, intelligent risk takers? What's going on, Cozy Corner? What's going on, Delano Music? I see you. I see you. I see you. SM Fu, Motto King. I see you, man. I see all you guys. It doesn't matter. Here's the thing. In this stream, it does not matter. Here's the thing. There's a message that was communicated. I don't care. I don't care whether it was staged. I don't care if it was fake. There was a message. You trying to communicate a message to the world. You're trying to communicate a message to the world, and the world interprets the message in a particular kind of way. I don't care about whether it was staged. I don't care about whether it was real. All I care about is how the world receives the message and how the world responds to the message. And I'm going to tell you this, you have women who are responding to the message. They're responding to the message. Tiffany Haddish is a woman. Tiffany Haddish is a woman who was responding to the message. Tiffany Haddish, y'all look her up. She was there. She responded to the message. She had absolutely no problem with a black man, Will Smith, who, after seeing the response of his woman, her emotional response to what another man said about her, she had no problem with that black man getting up and slapping that other black man in the face in public before the entire world. She had no problem with it and she encouraged it, and she believes somehow or another that this affirms the womanhood, this affirms the value, this affirms the sanctity of black female existence. And what I want to say about all of that, my brothers, what I want to say about all that, y'all share, y'all like, y'all subscribe. We got 85 people watching. We got 85 people watching. Y'all share, y'all like, and subscribe. Hit the Cash App, $ BMI 3000. Cash App, $ BMI 3000. PayPal, Rhonda B. Neal. PayPal, Rhonda B. Neal. She had absolutely no problem. She had absolutely no problem with Will Smith, a multi-millionaire, at an immaculate event, a multi-millionaire at immaculate event, acting emotionally. He was acting emotionally toward another black man, a multi-millionaire, at the same event. And this black male supposedly or perceivedly defending her honor. And I'm gonna say this to you, brothers. That's what Tiffany Haddish said, and that perspective, which has been co-signed by a whole bunch of women, is all over social media. I'm gonna tell y'all straight up, and some of y'all already know this. What she said was a bunch of nonsense, was a bunch of foolishness. It was a bunch of airheadedness. And what she said, what she said is everything that gets black men killed in the United States of America. Everything that she said gets black men killed. It gets black men killed by other black men. I'm gonna tell you, so that whole formula. Here's the thing. What you saw. Here's what happens, brothers. What you saw at the Oscars is a formula. Everything, all the entire dynamics. You had Chris Rock, who issued a joke towards Jada Pinkett. You had the response to it. You had the initial response to it, and then you had Will Smith get up and defend his woman in relationship to the joke, the so-called slight. What you saw in that scenario, at that inflated scenario, represents a recipe. It is a recipe for black male death. It's a recipe for death in the real world. In the real world, that this is how black men get killed. This is how black men get killed. Let me say it again. This is how black men get killed. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell y'all something straight up, brother. I'm not losing my life. I'm not losing my life over a joke. I am not losing my life over a joke. I am not losing my life over some woman's feelings of being offended. I'm not losing my life. Not only that, I'm not losing my life. I'm not losing my job. I'm not losing my career. I'm not going into poverty. I'm not going into homelessness. I am not losing anything in the protection of any woman's honor or respect or perceived respect. I ain't doing none of that stuff. You got me fucked up. And I'm going to tell you, I definitely, I am definitely not going to lose my life. I am definitely not going to risk my freedom. I am definitely not going to lose or risk my livelihood for some individual, for some woman who has never been invested in me. I will never lose my life, risk my freedom for a woman who has tarnished or damaged my reputation in the public. I'm not going to do that. You make me look bad in front of the world. You have not done anything. She has not done anything. She has not made any investments. She has not contributed to anything that has given me a reason to lose my life for her or to lose my freedom, to go to jail for life. To go to jail for 10 years, to go to jail for 5 years, to go to jail for 25 years, to go to jail, to go to fucking death row. She has not done a damn thing for me to do that. I'm not losing my life for no ratchet. Will Smith is a tragedy. That's all Will Smith is. He ain't nothing but he's a tragedy. I don't care if it was staged, or real life, it's still tragic. Staged or real life, it was tragic. These women out here talking about protect black women. Protect black women. And you black women, y'all black women who are listening to my broadcast right here, if you were in this chat, protect you. Why? That's the question. Why should we protect you? That's the why. But what have you done? What have you done to warrant the protection from black men, by black men? What have you done? Protect y'all from what? But from what and why? What have you done? You ain't done nothing. Now you got black boys out here, black boys 8 years old, 9 years old, 10 years old, under your household. They can't read, they can't write, they can't function. They're gonna by the time they're 18, when they're 18, when they're 17, 18, 19, they're gonna be homeless. They're gonna be on their way to jail. And protect you for what? What the fuck are you doing? You ain't doing a goddamn thing. Protect you from what? Yeah, as soon as you marry a man, as soon as she marry a man, she divorced a man. Protect her from what? What did she invest in? Protect her from what? All this middle class stuff, PhD, master's degree, bachelor's degree, Goldman Sachs, and all that kind of stuff. And what do? You hog this shit to yourself and make other people rich. Protect you from what? What the fuck is you doing? Protect you from what? Protect her from what? For what? For what? You don't do shit. You don't invest in black men. Or why should black men protect? You don't. She doesn't invest in black men. Why should black men protect her? Her sons are messed up. Her sons are underdeveloped. They're illiterate. They can't function. But she ain't doing a damn thing. Protect her for what? What? Black Lives Matter. What? Y'all tell me. If I'm wrong, y'all tell me. Protect her for the what? No investment in the family. Protect you for what? Invested in the incentivizations that come from having babies without daddies. But protect you from what? Babies without having families, true families, a biological male, biological female. Protect you from what? What investments have you made? This is 2022. This is 2022. This is not 1930. This is not 1940. This is not 1950. This is not 1960. This is not 1970. This is 2022. What incentive do black men have in protecting you? For what? Over some frivolous stuff. Frivolous nonsense, a doggone joke. A joke. Your bruised ego. Colorism. Protect you from what? Thank you, Barry Little. Thank you, Barry Little. Your so-called damaged image in the public domain, which means absolutely nothing. What you gonna protect her from? What you gonna protect? Yeah, protect what? Why should I protect women who say that black men are trash? Why should I protect women that say that black men ain't ish? Huh? Why? Why should I protect any group of women who thinks that we are monsters, that we are boogeymen? Why? I have no reason to protect. Why should I do that? Why should I do that? Why? Why? And full of anti-black misandry, full of black male hatred that you learn from your mamas, full of anti-black male hatred that she's learned from her mama. She learned the hatred from her grandmama. She learned it from her aunties. She learned it from her older sisters, and she passes it down to her daughters. She passes down hatred, the hatred of black men, to her children. But you know what? She not only passes it down to her daughters, she passes down the hatred to her sons. She teaches her sons to hate themselves. Black females, black females who are custodians, who are left to be the guardians of black boys and black male youth, they pass down hatred, black male hatred to their sons. So you have these black boys and black male youths who grow up hating other black men. They grow up hating other black men. That's what they do. And they get in conflicts, and they get in beefs, and they get into wars, and they get into all kind of disastrous things with other black men because the mamas socialize them to hate other black men. And the mamas not only socialize them to hate other black men, they socialize them to hate themselves. Y'all share, y'all like, y'all subscribe. Hit the Cash App. I'm free flowing tonight, man. I'm free flowing tonight. I'm free flowing tonight. I had to get up out here and do this thing. If you like this channel, if you like this ism, I'm coming to you live and direct. This is Tuesday Night Live. This is Tuesday Night Live. If you like this live, y'all hit the like button. If you like this live, y'all hit the share, y'all hit the subscribe, hit that Cash App, hit the super chat, hit the super sticker. Show me that you value this content. $, Cash App, $ BMI 3000, Cash App, $ BMI 3000, PayPal, Ronald B. Neal, PayPal, Ronald B. Neal. She done taught generations of black men to hate themselves. Generations of black men. Generations of black men have been socialized into hating themselves because of that mama, she taught them, because that mama. You know why he hate himself? Because The mama said that daddy wasn't nothing. You got a black boy 5 years old, 6 years old, a black boy 7 years old, 8 years old, 9 years old, in the household ran by a woman. And whenever she talks about men, and she's talking mainly about black men, whenever she talks about men, all she says that black men ain't ish, that black men are trash, that black men are deviant. She trains a future black man. If he's 5 years old, if he's 6 years old, if he's 10 years old, he is a future black man. And she trains a future black man to utterly, utterly, utterly hate himself. That's what she does. And he grows up never having an analysis. He never grows up never having an analysis of his mama. He never has an analysis of his sisters. He never has an analysis of all the women in his life. He never has an analysis because he believes his mama is right. Everything that the mama says is right. Mama is virtuous. Mama never lies. Mama is pure. Mama is innocent. Mama can never, ever, 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 ever do no wrong. And in his imagination, if mama can never do no wrong, no woman in his life can ever, 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 ever do no wrong. This is the Will Smith dilemma. This Will Smith. That's why he's tragic. 53 years old. You talking about a black man who was 53 years old. Sad, tragic. Money can't save him. Money cannot save Will Smith. It can't save him. It can't save his image. It can't save his reputation. Money cannot do anything to salvage the stuff that he's gone through. Nothing. Period. And that's why I'm telling you, brothers. She wants you to protect her. Tiffany Haddish wants you to protect her. She wants you to stick your neck out. Let me tell you something else. These women will have you out here on a suicide mission, brothers. All this protection stuff, I'm gonna tell you straight up, brothers. All this protection stuff. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something. I don't have a wife. I don't have a wife. I'm not married. I'm 48 years old. I'll be 49 in September. I've had my share of women. I have black women in particular. I've had these conversations with women. I've been these experiences. You out in public and you have an interaction with another man. You have an interaction with another man, and she expects you to do something. She expects you to lose your life over something that's frivolous. A dude can try you in public, in front of your woman, the woman that you with. He can try you. It could be in a bar, it could be in a restaurant, it could be anywhere. And you got to make a decision. You got to make a decision, a split second decision as to whether at that particular moment you're going to put your life and freedom on the line for the sake of respect, and impressing her, or living another day. Living another day. I give you a scenario. You are sitting in a restaurant, and there's a bunch of white people. You a black man. There's a bunch of white people around you in this restaurant, and you a black man with this black woman. And that white server or bartender tests your manhood, and you got to decide how far you want to go with checking this white male. You can check him verbally. You can check that white male physically. How far you want to go? How far do you want to go? There's a verbal check. Back up, player. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. And then there's a physical check. Homie, leave me the F alone. They don't go there. You got to decide what you're going to do. Now, if the chick that's with you, if she demands that you go beyond a verbal check in front of a whole bunch of white people, you're going to lose your life. You're going to lose your freedom. You're going to be done. You're going to be done. I done been there. I done been there. I'm talking about high level stuff. I'm talking about high level stuff. I ain't talking about black men and black. I ain't talking about black men dealing with other black men. I'm talking about at the higher levels of things. You in a room full of white people watching you. How you dealing with this situation? Do you engage beyond the verbal and the rhetorical and the ideological? Do you get physical? Because if you get physical, you got a whole room of white people watching you. And guess what? Guess what? When the police are called, guess who's going to jail? Guess who's going to jail? You going to jail, black man. Guess who got to pay the legal fees? Legal fees. You got to pay the legal fees, black man. Guess who's gonna lose his job and his career? You gonna lose your job and your career, black man. And that's it. So all this stuff about protecting black women in general and all that's that's some stuff. That's stupid. That's nonsense. Because see, here's the thing, brothers. There are different types of deaths for a black man. There are different types of deaths. DEATHS. There are different types of deaths for a black man. Y'all hit the like, y'all hit the Cash App. Cash App $ BMI 3000. Cash App $BMI 3000. PayPal want to be near. Y'all like, y'all share, subscribe. Y'all got I need to know that y'all value my content, because if y'all don't value this content, I'm gonna leave YouTube. I'm gonna leave YouTube alone. Fuck YouTube. If you niggas don't value me, I got a PhD. I'm a smart motherfucker. I've been doing this for a long time. If you motherfuckers don't, I'm sorry. I ain't mean to curse at y'all guys, but here's the thing: is that this is my real name. This ain't no fake name. This ain't no avatar. This is Ronald B. Neal. I can do other things. A lot of us, all we care about is entertainment. We don't care about real stuff. I can move on my life. I'll shut this YouTube channel down and just move on, not even talk about anything. I Dr. T.S. Johnson, Green Gorilla, and the rest of those jokers, they can have it. Jenna Sperling can have it. Mia Obsidian Ali can have it, and all this kind of stuff. I'm speaking to you from the heart. I'm speaking to you from the soul right now, from the heart and from the soul. There are two types of deaths that a black man can experience. Two types of deaths. Number one, you can lose your physical freedom. Your physical freedom. That's number one. You can go to jail. You can go to the penitentiary. That's death. Going to jail, going to the penitentiary. Having to do, if it's not that, having to do probation, community service, that's death. The other death is social death. Social death. If you're not sent to jail, if you're not sent to detention, if you're not sent to the penitentiary, you can have social death where you cannot get any jobs, where you cannot function. If you are not a self-sufficient individual, if you're not self-employed, if you do not have FU money, you will encounter social death. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Rorschach. Thank you, Rorschach. Thank you, Rorschach. Thank you for that. Judas Blues 357, thank you for that. Thank you for that super chat. We thank you. We appreciate you, man. I appreciate your support. I appreciate your support. There is social death where you are alienated from the economy. You can't get jobs. You can't function. You can't get housing. You can't get anything because you've been tainted, all due to a social interaction that went wrong. And brothers, we got women out here, they want you to be on suicide missions. They want you to go on a she wants you to go on a suicide mission just to protect her honor. A suicide mission. And there are black men right now, and we know them. There are black men who are in the penitentiary. They are in the penitentiary because they went on suicide missions in effort to protect some woman. And they were emotional, they were illogical, they were irrational. They did not calculate the situation. They went on suicide missions based on the emotions of a woman. And they sit in the penitentiary. They sit in a penitentiary for 10 years, for 20 years, for 30 years, a complete life sentence. They sit in a penitentiary living in regret of going on a suicide mission that was driven by the emotions of a woman. That's it. Thank you, Tim Howard. Thank you, 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 thank you. It was a suicide mission. And Tiffany Haddish, you got a whole bunch of women like Tiffany Haddish. You got a whole bunch of women like Tiffany Haddish. Thank you, Mark Holt. Thank you, Mark Holt, for that. We appreciate your support. You got a whole bunch of women like Tiffany Haddish who think there's something noble. There's something noble and commendable and manly about black men going on suicide missions. Charles Faulkner, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Woo! Woo! We see you, my brothers. Charles Faulkner, woo, in the house. Woo! Never go on a suicide mission, man, Charles Faulkner. We're going to do a live, man. I want you to look out for me, man. We're going to do a live. We got to talk about this real stuff, Charles. Charles, we're going to talk about some of this real stuff, man, real here. Man, from a law enforcement. And if there's anybody, let me tell y'all something, guys. If there's anybody who can talk about these suicide missions, if there's anybody who can deal with these suicide missions from the standpoint of law enforcement and the police, somebody who is on the ground, it is Officer Charles Faulkner Jr. If there's anyone who can do that, these suicide missions, you got black men in the penitentiary, never getting out of prison, because they attempted to defend the honor of some woman, and they spend the duration of their time in prison in regret for a hasty, rash, impulsive decision that destroyed their entire lives. That's it. Thank you, intelligent risk taker. Thank you, my brother. Intelligent risk takers, neck up. We're going to keep this thing coming. We're going to keep this thing coming because this channel is about realness and it's about black men and what black men actually live and experience in the real world. And we don't need black men to be following the example. We don't need black men to be following the example of Will Smith. I don't care. I don't care if it was staged. Here's the thing, brothers. I don't care if it was if it was real or staged. If it was real or staged, we don't need this. We don't need this, real or staged. We don't need this. There was a message that was being sent. Jada Pinkett and women like her are not worthy of black male protection. I don't care. They are not. They are unworthy of black male protection. Thank you, David Prince. Thank you, David Prince, for that contribution. Thank you. We got 117 people up in the chat. 117 people up in the chat. Protect black women. Protect them. Protect them. Why? Protect them. Why? For what reason? What evidence? What evidence do we have? And I will say this. I will say this. I will protect the woman. I will protect, and we're not saying that we don't that a woman don't deserve the protection. What we're saying, what I am saying, is that this thing is reciprocal. He said the only woman that you should be protecting is a woman who has invested in you. The only woman that you should be protecting is a woman who is committed to your well-being. That's the only woman that you should be protecting. We're not protecting no general class of women. Women, particularly a class of women who have demonstrated time after time, generation after generation, year after year, day and day, day after day, hour after hour, that they don't give a damn about black men. I don't care. I don't care how much. I don't care how much punani she gave you. But sex is not invest. I don't care how much she giving you. I don't care how much sex she gives you. He says sex don't mean nothing. I'm telling you straight up, bro. Sex does not mean anything. You can get sex anywhere. Sex is not an investment. I'm gonna tell you this, brothers. Let's get this. Let's get this straight, brothers. Sex is not an investment. Okay. Sex in exchange for you giving up your life for her, that is no exchange. That is not a fair exchange. You got a woman who is giving you sex, and all that she's giving you is sex. And in return, you are willing to risk your life for that woman. That's not an exchange. That is not a fair exchange. If all she's giving you is sex, she's not worthy of you risking your life. You putting your reputation on the line. If that's all she's giving you. And Charles Falcon is right. There are too many brothers who will never see the light of day in the prayer cell or coven because of the foolishness trying to impress a woman instead of being a man and controlling the situation. That's right. You got to control the situation. You got to de-escalate the situation. And here's the thing, guys. You know, you can't be worried. You know, this stuff is, you know, what these women talking about is very primitive. You can't be out here worried about your pride and all this kind of stuff. You got too much. Let me tell you something, man. I got too much to lose. I got too much to lose, man. I got too much to lose to be arguing with a man over some egoistic stuff. Do you hear what I'm saying? Do you hear what I'm saying? I got too much on the line to be arguing with a man over a woman over some stupid stuff. Her feelings, and she got alopecia. Alopecia. She got a hair condition. She got a hair condition. I'm supposed to lose my life over how she feel about her hair or her skin color. I'm supposed to lose my life over that nonsense. I'm not doing that. I'm not losing my life over that nonsense just to get her respect. We ain't doing it. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? You ever hear that? I'm not losing my life over no crap like that. Now I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna say this stuff right here, man. I'm gonna say this. And you're right. Men lose their life. Men lose their hair every day. Look at my hair. Look at it. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Y'all see this? Look. Look. Y'all see this? Y'all see this? Yeah. I'm 40. I'm 40. I'm almost 49 years old. I'm gonna be 49 real soon. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? 49. Going on 49. Men lose their hair every day. And we have to take it like a man. We gotta take it like a man. Okay? I've had young women comment on my hair, say, "Oh, you balding. You balding. You balding. You's an old nigga. You's an old man. You balding. You balding." And I brush it off. I'm like, "You know, child, you ain't saying nothing." I said, "You ain't nothing." I got a female look at my head and tell me, "You balding. You balding." I'm like, she 20 some years old. She 25. She 30 years old telling me I'm balding. And I'm like, honey, do you know what the wall is? Do you know what the wall is for a woman? Huh? Huh? You were younger than me. You were 30 years old. I said, baby, I said, you have hit the wall. In 10 years, honey, you're gonna be losing a lot of stuff. I say in 10 years, your booty is gonna start sagging, your tatas, her tatas are gonna drop. She gonna think about getting an uplift. She gonna think about getting injections and all that kind of stuff. And you trying to, Jones on me over my balding head. That's it. That is it, man. And I said, baby, I embrace my old age. I'm not running from age. I'm not running from it. I'm a seasoned man. I said, baby, I'm a seasoned man. And there are women, they love seasoned men. A woman see me coming. There are some women, young women, they see me coming and they see glasses. These young women see me coming and they recognize that I ain't no young mug, a young joker, and they can look at me and tell that I got something going on for myself. And they want to holler. They want to do something. Young women, I get it all the time. I get it all the time. I don't care what they want. I don't care what they want. But the thing is that they come to me. They looking at me. They trying to get my attention. They see that bald head. They trying to get my attention. Now, a woman who's my age, she can't say that. That's it. But here's the thing, guys. Y'all get the likes up. Y'all get the likes up. Y'all share. Y'all subscribe. Y'all do the doggone thing, man. Cash at BMI 3000. Cash at BMI 3000. Cash at BMI 3000. PayPal, Ronald B. Neal. PayPal, Ronald B. Neal. But this is what I want to say to guys. Yeah, that whole idea of protection is nonsense. It's nonsense. You guys, you all know that, but I got to say it out loud. The idea of protection is nonsense. It is primitive nonsense. It's nonsense that'll get you killed. Okay, it will get you killed. Okay, okay. Now here's the thing: if you married to a woman, if you are married to a woman and you living in a house, and somebody tries to rob you, somebody tries to break into your house, that's when you engage in the mission. You and your wife, or you and your girlfriend, or whoever, y'all in a long-term relationship, and somebody tries to threaten your domicile. They try to threaten you. Somebody try to break into your house. You got shotguns, you got 45s, you got everything. That's when that protection mechanism kicks in. That's true protection right there. That is true protection right there. Some random whatevers, Tiffany Haddish, y'all random. You've never, you've never committed yourself to a man. You got these women out here, they have never committed themselves to a man long term. They out here talking about they hot girls. They out here talking about they single and they independent. They out here talking about they don't need a man. Those women who you out here talking about you don't need a man, you single, you independent, you free, F men, F black men, you don't deserve no protection. I ain't protecting you. You don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. You out here, the women that Kevin Samuels talks about on a daily, almost on a daily basis, they don't deserve no protection. They know I ain't protecting them. I'm not protecting your daughter. I'm not protecting your mama. I ain't protecting none of them because you ain't made no investments in men. Women who have made no investments in men And I'm gonna say this: black women in particular who have made no investments in black men do not deserve any protection. They own their own. Period. That's it. Some random out there. You ain't did that. No, no. What have you done? For the last 50 years, you have demonized black men. For the last 50 years, you have demonized and pathologized black masculinity as an entire group. You don't deserve any protection. Go to the white man. Let the white males protect you. Let the white males defend you. You have been running to white males for the past 50 years. Let them take care of you. And this is the message I want to get to you guys. You guys, when we talk about black men's independence, black men's agency, black men's empowerment, black men's happiness, all that kind of stuff. This is the sensibility that you got to embrace. My mother died. My mother died back in 2017. I protect my mother. I did everything I could to protect my mother. I did everything I could during her lifetime. I did everything that I could to protect my mother. That's it. There was some stuff I couldn't. There were some things I couldn't protect my mother from because she made certain decisions in her life that made her vulnerable to all kinds of nonsense. I couldn't protect my mother from everything, but whatever I could protect her from, I protected her from. And what's true about my mama is true about the rest of these women out in the world. Now I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this about Will Smith. I'm going to wrap up shortly. I'm going to wrap up with this, guys. So there's a perspective that says that this thing is staged. That this thing is staged that Will Smith did with Chris Rock. And here's what I'm gonna tell y'all what I think about this. I think I think that if this is staged, here's the thing, guys. I think that if this thing is staged, he staged it to rebrand himself. I want y'all to get this, and you're not gonna hear this anywhere else. I think that if this thing is staged, that Will Smith staged this thing in order to rebrand himself. I think we have to watch what's going to happen. I think that Will Smith has rebranded himself. Dame Dash said something recently that caught my attention. He said that Will Smith has gone from being the nice guy to the villain. He's gone from being the nice guy to the villain. He does not want to be the nice guy anymore. He does not want to be he does not want to be seen as a nice guy. I think Dame Dash is right. I think that this might have been a ploy for Will Smith to rebrand himself as a villain or to rebrand himself as a tough guy. I really think that. He's rebranding himself. He's thinking about the rest of his career. And this could be it. He's thinking about the rest of his career. He no longer wants to be seen as a nice guy. Don't be surprised if we see movies. Don't be surprised if we see movies where Will Smith is the villain. How many of you all saw Suicide Squad? Did you see Suicide Squad? Remember Suicide Squad? He played a prisoner. He played a villain. He played a villain in Suicide Squad. Remember that Suicide Squad? You rarely see him. He was in the Marvel. He was in Marvel Suicide Squad. You rarely see him as a villain. And there you go. That's right, Charles. That's right, Charles. I think that he is rebranding himself. I think that Will Smith is rebranding himself to be a villain. I think he wants to end his career as a villain. I think that's what it is. He doesn't want to be a nice guy anymore. So don't be surprised if you see him in movies where he might be a psychopath. He's in the movie where he might be, the quote unquote evil genius. Don't be surprised if you see him in the movie as a serial killer. Don't be surprised, because I think that that's what has happened. He has rebranded himself as the anti-hero. The anti-hero. This is a part of it. If it's staged, if what happened at the Oscars is a staged event, it is a staged event with a purpose. He is rebranding his self as a performer. I no longer want to be the nice guy. I want to be the anti-hero. I want to be the jerk. I want to be the asshole. I want to be the evil genius. That's what he's doing. That's what Will Smith is doing. This is branding, rebranding. Because that because he has shown us that the nice guy stuff don't work. Let's be honest. Well, I'm gonna say this: the nice guy stuff can only take you so far. Being a nice guy can only take you so far in life. It can only take you so far. It can only take you so far. You can only go so far with being a people pleaser or being someone that everybody likes. You can only take this. That's a prison. As a matter of fact, it's a prison. Trying to be what everybody likes will put you into a prison. It will put you into a prison. And I think he's trying to break out that prison. He wants to break out the prison, man. He wants to break out the prison. It's kind of like Denzel Washington, man. Remember Training Day? Guys, you got remember Training Day? Remember what Training Day did for Denzel Washington? Training Denzel Washington was the up until Training Day, the movie Training Day, Denzel Washington was a hero. He was a savior type figure. Denzel Washington was a savior type figure up until Training Day, the movie Training Day. And then he played that character Alonzo in Training Day. He was an anti-hero. He played that crooked cop. Remember that? How many of you guys remember? Some of y'all old enough to remember when Training Day came out. All you guys who remember Training Day, man, just put one in the chat. You remember Training Day. When Training Day first came out. When Training Day came out, I remember, man, I went to see Training Day. I saw Training Day, guys, and there were a bunch of women in the theater. There were a bunch of black women in the theater when Training Day came out. And when they saw Alonzo, when they saw that crooked cop, and when they saw him walk into the projects with his baby mama and he laid the law down with the baby mama, and he saw those scenes when he started going to war with Hoyt, and he went into the baby mama's apartment. He started pulling out that damn 12 gauge and shooting the doggone projects down. Them women were screaming. I'm gonna tell you something, man. When I saw Training Day, I was in the theater and women, black women, were losing their minds. Y'all hear me? I mean, they loved Denzel Washington when he was a nice guy. They loved Denzel Washington when he was a hero. But when I saw Training Day, when it came out, a theater full of black women, when he was doing all of that antisocial, deviant, I'm a real nigga stuff, those women lost their minds in the theaters. These women were having orgasms in the theaters. That's what they were. They were having orgasms in the theaters. And after that, Denzel, he did American Gangster and everything. He did American Gangster. Denzel's career changed after that. He won an Oscar for Training Day. Denzel Washington won an Oscar for Training Day. Y'all remember that? So I think when Will Smith is trying to rebrand himself, if this thing was staged, Will Smith is trying to rebrand himself. Listen, guys, and that's why the nice guy thing is sorry, man. The nice guy thing, and they right, man. The brothers in the pew, they right, man. That nice guy shit don't work, man. The nice guy, being a nice guy, man, that shit don't work. It doesn't work. Being a nice guy doesn't work, guys. It just doesn't work. Whatever you do, guys, you all learn. Will Smith is a cautionary tale. He is a cautionary tale, especially to young black men. Tiffany Haddish, you don't deserve protection. You don't. Not the kind of protection that you want. You don't deserve the kind of protection that you want. Now, if something malicious happens to you, if a cop whoops your behind unjustly, if you are treated unjustly by the system, yeah, somebody should stand up for you. But over here, you feel some kind of way because somebody said something about your hair. No, you got to take that air. You got to eat it, girlfriend. You got to eat it. Eat it. Anyway, brothers, I'm getting ready to check out, man. I've loved this, man. This was a great stream, man. I appreciate you guys for all your support. Y'all hit the cash at BMI, $3000, Ronald B. Neal, PayPal Ronald B. Neal, man. I just had to come out here and just be live and be off the chain, man. You know what I'm saying? Because this whole thing about protection, this is absurd. These women want us to commit suicide just to make them feel better psychologically. She wants you to lose your life just so that her ego would be titillated. So she would have momentary pleasure. You do something impulsively, which makes her feel good for 5 or 10 minutes, but will have you spending the rest of your life in prison. Don't do it. She don't deserve your protection. Peace and blessings, my brothers. I am out of here. This is Tuesday Night Live. I will see you guys on the next stream. This is the Man Professor. I am the Man Professor. And this is a BMI Black Male Independence, BMA Black Male Agency, BME Black Men's Empowerment, and BMH Black Men's Happiness presentation. I will see you soon, brothers. Y'all take care and God bless. Peace and blessings to you.